Rehan wakes up at 11:30 a.m. sharp on a Saturday morning, and he gets out of bed straight away, which is surprising because normally the musty guy would be scrolling on his phone for an hour before he even thought of getting out of bed. Why is it that today he goes straight out of bed? Oh yeah, it's because Arsenal are playing at 12:30 p.m. Why is it that he can get straight out of bed for Arsenal, but he can't get straight out of bed for Fajr for Allah? Then we have Sulaiman, who gets up at 6:30 a.m. every day for Fajr because Allah told him to do so. He isn't concerned about events that he has no control over, and he doesn't watch football because he doesn't want things to manipulate his emotional state. I remember when I was 15 and Arsenal were playing United that day. I got out of bed literally nervous and excited, almost like I was actually going to play in the game. So literally on my phone, violating my mates back and forth, the ones that support United, saying, "Oh, you're dead, you're shit, we're going to smoke you," and all that. When kickoff happened, I was literally shaking because I was that emotionally invested in the game, and I was that emotionally invested in football and in Arsenal at that time. But guess what? 29 minutes in, what happened? Rashford scored. I was literally heartbroken. The game ended 3-2 to United that day. For the rest of the day, I was literally sad, down and sulking because Arsenal lost that day. I couldn't even do anything for the rest of the day. How is it that something that I have zero control over has full control of my life, full control of my emotional state, and full control of how I spend my days? Look, as you can tell by the title, this video is about why I stopped watching football. One of the reasons is because entertainment adds nothing to your life. It's zero benefit. It gives you instant gratification. It'll give you a nice boost in the moment. But it'll give you a nice boost in the moment. That's only if your team win, by the way. But in the long term, it doesn't do anything for you. It's not tangible, it's not real, it's not attached to you. So technically, you can't even really get anything out of it. And the amount it controls your emotional state is stupid. It gives you super highs and super lows. And guess what? They're not real as well, because it's nothing that you've done. You haven't done anything to attain that mad dopamine hit. You haven't done anything to be in that deep state of sadness. It has control over your life. It has control whether you get happy, sad or angry. Now that is a powerful thing. And not to mention the amount of time people waste watching football. And it's not just the games. No. You watch the analysis as well. You watch the analysis before, after, you watch breakdowns on it, you watch top 10 best goals on YouTube, bullshit like that. You watch stupid stuff and football related content that takes up so much of your time. I know because I've been there as well. They don't even care about you, bro. They don't even care about you. Why are you giving so much time to a thing, to an organization, to a club, to a football, to a sport that doesn't even care about you? If you were to die tomorrow, they wouldn't give a flying one, bro. They don't care. Why are you so emotionally invested in it? And you have these kuffar, these football hooligans, their whole life is literally football. Their only purpose is football. How sad of a life is that? That your whole life is literally tied to something that you don't have any control over. Your whole life, your whole self-identity is tied to something you have zero control over. You don't make a decision. You don't have anything control over that. Their literal self-worth is tied to the success of that team. If that team fails, they think they are failing in life. If that team does well, they think they are doing well. If that team does well, they think they are doing well in life. When in all truth, no matter how the team performs, that's not a reflection of you, bro. Why are you wasting your whole life? These people, I don't understand them. I don't. And this is literally idol worshipping. They're putting these footballers in these high pedestals like they're God or something. Stuck for Allah. And the way they celebrate them, the way they revolve their whole lives around them. People get tattoos, they get permanent ink on their skin of them, bro. They make their whole identity towards that guy. It makes zero sense. And you see people, they're literally bowing down to Ronaldo, Messi and Neymar on the pitch. You've seen them videos. What's wrong with you, bro? Honestly. And this is why, as a Muslim, if you're very, very invested in football, be careful, because you never know. It could knock on the door of shirk. I'm not saying it's outright shirk, but it could knock on the door of shirk. Because if you love something more than Allah, that is shirk. And if you're missing your salah to watch football, you have to ask yourself, what do you love more? The football or the salah? And it's such a degenerate culture as well. The whole culture is around fat guys, drinking, betting, haram, women. It's just, the whole thing is just degenerate anyway. These guys, these footballers, they all shower together, they all gay, bruv. You lot are watching them, I don't know what you're on, bro. I'm just saying facts. Like, you are the main character in your life. Why are you making someone else the main character? You're literally being a sheep You should be in control of your emotional state. You should be in control of how you feel. Don't let other people, don't start on the back foot. By watching football, by being a super fan and all that, by being super invested in it, you're starting from the back foot. You're letting something that you can't control your emotional state. I don't think you realize how dangerous that is, because that will hinder your progress. That could be the reason that you go Jahannam, bro. That's the truth. I'm being real, I'm being straight up. Look, if you're offended by this video, then good, because I don't care genuinely. I'm not here to please you, bro. I'm not here to please you. I'm here to speak my mind, and this is where I stand on that. And you'll get some dumb you that will say, that will comment, oh, you don't have any fun in your life, you don't watch football, your life's so boring, what am I supposed to do in life? Or like, why are you being so extreme? Why are you making life so hard for Muslims? Look, what I'm saying is, if you love something more than Allah, then leave it. There's a saying that says, if you love food, start fasting. If you love sleep, read the Hajjud. If you love money, start giving more in charity. For your love of the dunya should not outweigh your love for Allah. Look, you can do it in moderation, man. If you want to watch a game here and there, that's fine. You do what you want. You don't have to be as extreme as me on that. Watching a game here and then, that's calm. If you're still fulfilling your duties and if you're not fully invested and not like a super fan, then that's calm. But don't let it affect your emotional state. Don't let it ruin your whole day, man. Don't give it that power. Trust me, it doesn't deserve that power. At the end of the day, it's entertainment, man. Like, if you deep it, you don't even really care about it. You maybe think you care about it because you talk to your friends about it, because you like to write on Twitter about it, because you like to watch videos on it. I don't know. But I think you genuinely don't even care about it. You're just doing it because it's been part of your image and you just want to keep it up now. It feels weird to change. Change is weird to people. Change is difficult, so they don't want to change. That could be another reason why you're so attached to it as well. Understand, Islam, the religion of Allah, should be your forefront. It should be the thing you aim for in life. It should be your compass. Anything else should not overtake that. Islam first in everything that you do, no matter what. Look, if you're very heavily invested in it like I was, like you watch all the games, even watch the preseason games in the summer where they're playing in America and you have to get up like at 4 a.m. or something. I used to be that guy, don't worry, I used to be that guy, but you can change. This is hindering your time and your focus. It does not serve you, it does not benefit you in any single way. Once you understand this, once you realize this, and then once you go off it, you'll come to the conclusion, what was I actually doing, man? Imagine a life where you're able to control your emotions. You're able to decide whether you're happy, sad, angry, whatever. You don't have to be a slave to your emotions. You don't have to be a slave to that football club. And just because they lost, you have to have a shit day. You have to have a bad day. No. And understand, they want you to be distracted. They want you to be heavily invested in football. Because they don't want you to think. They don't want you to critically think. They don't want you to realize what they're doing wrong. Just like in the time of the Romans, they built the Colosseum. They had the gladiators fight there just as a distraction, just so people wouldn't be aware of the corruption that the Caesars were doing. Look, rise above, see through the smoke. You don't have to be watered down, man. Don't live life half-assed. You don't have to be watered down. You don't have to be cocked. Live life unapologetically, man. Don't be afraid of voicing your own opinions. Don't be afraid of voicing your own religion. Even if you live in a Western country like I do, who cares? Islam comes first, no matter what. Reject modernity, embrace Islam. And I want to leave you with a quote by Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah, who said, if a heart becomes attached to other than Allah, Allah makes him dependent on what he is attached to and he will be betrayed by it. Don't let your heart be attached to money, to fame, to football, to material wealth, to pleasing others, to any other person, to your wife, to your mother, to your whatever. Don't let your heart be attached to anything else more than Allah. Your love for Allah should always be number one. You should love Allah more than your mother, more than your father, more than your sibling, more than your wife, more than your brother, whatever. Your love of Allah should always be first. I have a newsletter and the link will be in the description, and there I'll send you emails, reminders, Quran ayahs, hadiths, any thoughts I come across. If you're interested in that, then it'll be in the bio, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan if you stayed for the whole video. May Allah make it easy upon you if you're the one who's affected, fully invested in football, fully emotionally, because as a Muslim, that's something you should try and get out of, inshallah. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.